All right, guys. So once again, we got to talk about Twitter as Elon Musk broke the internet this weekend by allowing Donald Trump back on the platform. Now, we don't know if Trump is actually going to join the platform again because he is on True Social. He has a fiduciary responsibility to stay on True Social, to at the very least make that his main platform. And I don't think he wants to screw over his investors. So he has given all indications that he's going to stay on True Social. However, that has not stopped the left-wing liberal media from melting down and freaking out over the fact that Elon Musk unbanned the account. Even though, again, we don't know if Trump is actually going to use it, they're still freaking out anyways. Even going as far as to suggest that Russia was behind President Trump getting his account restored. Take a look.
So I think these polls are mostly a gimmick, and I would argue the people haven't spoken. The GRU has spoken. Twitter
Russian
has become,
intelligence, you mean?
100%. Twitter has become a playground for bad actors and fake bots. This poll is meaningless. This decision is meaningless.
But you had predicted earlier that Twitter could collapse.
Guys, you gotta love the left. These are the people that claim that they hate conspiracies. However, they're always pushing conspiracies, specifically when it comes to Russia and Trump. Okay, now Elon Musk is a puppet of Russia as well too. Again, the guy who has engaged in electromagnetic warfare with Russia. Okay, Russia is openly hostile to Elon Musk because of Starlink. Oh, that guy, he's a Russian puppet, right? He's a Russian puppet. He allowed this poll to be manipulated by Russia because he only made this decision based off this poll, which I don't think is true. I think that he was actually going to let Trump back on the platform regardless of the outcome of the poll. I think he just did the poll as maybe a bot trap or just a way to see how people were feeling in general about letting Trump back on Twitter. But again, these people, they hate the fact that Elon Musk used democracy, right, in order to, gouge whether or not he should allow Trump back on the platform. So again, I want you to understand, they hate conspiracies, but they love pushing them, particularly when it comes to Russia and Trump. And they claim that they love democracy and they're trying to protect democracy so much, but they hate democracy when democracy doesn't go their way, right? Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious stuff. So with that being said, I want to, kind of go over some of the meltdowns here on Twitter with Donald Trump coming back to Twitter, even though we don't actually know if he's going to come back. And then we're going to get into some other accounts that Elon Musk has restored that is making a whole lot of people happy about the current state of free speech on Twitter and the internet. So this guy, David Levitt, he says, how many Americans will die because Elon Musk bought real Donald Trump back into Twitter? Rob Reiner says, Elon Musk is letting a man who led a violent insurrection to overthrow the U.S. government back on this platform, letting the lies and disinformation continue to poison the American bloodstream. Again, these people have nothing to say. For all the Democrats, including Hillary Clinton, who push conspiracy after conspiracy, who has denied elections, they have nothing to say about that, okay, at all. They have nothing to say about people like AOC who encourage violence and protests. We're talking about BLM. We're talking about the Roe v. Wade protest. They have nothing to say about that, okay? But they're so triggered by Trump. Again, it blows my mind. Billy Baldwin says, people are leaving Twitter in droves, but it's so crucial we stay together. Please follow Call to Activism so we can fight back and keep our liberal voice strong. Yeah, people are leaving Twitter. Right. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. Billy Baldwin also says, I'm not backing down from Twitter or Elon. Who's with me? Again, we went over Derek Johnson and the guy at NAACP, organization that, again, should be defunded, claiming that advertisers need to pause advertising on the platform. Dash Dabrowski says, Elon Musk has reinstated Donald Trump, a man who used his platform to spread medical disinformation and to incite a daily insurrection, back onto Twitter. I have reported Trump's account for advocating violence/harassment. I encourage you to do the same. Yeah, that's going to change something, right? That's going to change something. And then we have Liz Cheney. She says, with Trump back on Twitter, it's a good time to watch this January 6th hearing. It covers each of Trump's tweets that day, including those that have been deleted, and features multiple Trump White House staff describing his inexcusable conduct during the violence. Yeah, so these people are upset, right? They're melting down. However, Elon Musk is continuing to double down on, again, trying to make free speech great again. Okay, as he has reinstated Project Veritas back to Twitter. Okay, he's reinstated Project Veritas James O'Keefe. A lot of people were asking about this. They were wondering if this is going to come. And I told people, look, y'all got to be patient, man. All this stuff is not going to happen at one time. It's going to happen in waves. And that's what happened, okay? So it's not even just Project Veritas. There are other people too, like Megan Murphy, who I believe got suspended for misgendering somebody, right? Her account has been restored by Elon Musk. So the list of accounts, notable accounts that have been restored thus far, we got Trump, Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, the Babylon Bee, Kathy Griffin, Project Veritas, AXL, Kanye West. So all of these accounts have been restored. Okay, Elon Musk is doing what he promised he was going to do. Now, some people are still upset about Alex Jones, and I get it, right? I understand the Alex Jones thing, but, you know, I think that we got to wait a little bit longer before we can really come to a solid conclusion about the whole Alex Jones thing. But I think just objectively speaking, like I told you guys, him letting these people back on the platform means that the platform is going to be more friendly towards certain types of speech that now have been defined as hate. For example, like misgendering people. Elon Musk obviously does not see that as hate speech. He's going to allow that type of stuff. He's going to allow the things that all these people got suspended for, and that is a win. That is a W, okay? Even if he doesn't allow Alex Jones back on the platform, again, allowing all these other accounts back, again, that is a W, okay? It's objectively a W. While the leftists are taking L's, okay? People like Tracy Chu, who has went to Mastodon, which that's the app now that the left, the liberal media, is trying to push as an alternative to Twitter. However, the left is learning the hard way that censorship is a double-edged sword. The pendulum always swings back the other way. As this woman right here, again, Tracy Chow, she is trying to solve online harassment, okay? So again, she is a pro-censorship person, right? She has her Mastodon profile in her profile on Twitter, and she's already had a post removed. She's already been censored on the Mastodon app for being racist. So let's read this because this is hilarious. In 13 years on Twitter, I've never had a post removed. And in 3 weeks on Mastodon, I've already had something taken down for racism and sexism, okay? So as you can see here, this post was removed for being racist / sexist. So let's read it. For the last few years, I've been almost exclusively reading books by authors who are non-male, non-white, non-straight, or some combination thereof, and I've loved it. But now I'm thinking I need to return to straight white male authors to study the psychology of the rich white men who hold power over all of us. So apparently, this woman and her anti-white racism here, right? This got her suspended on Mastodon. And this is exactly why you should not be pro-censorship. Because what happens is that naturally the censorship will strike the people who are pro-censorship the most. Because these people think it's totally fine to be racist against whites. But if you're racist against anybody else, that's a foul, right? That's not allowed. That's terrible. But see, when you have a platform that is now enforcing the racism equally, when they say, you know what, we're against all forms of racism, now the left can't engage in racism anymore. And now they feel like their free speech is under attack, right? They realize that, hey, maybe I should not have been advocating for censorship in the first place, considering how, again, the censorship is going to come after me. Because, again, the game was rigged in favor of the left the whole time. That's why you're having reports now that liberal accounts are losing followers because they have, you know, bots and spam following their accounts, and conservative accounts are gaining more followers because people are returning back to Twitter that were banned, right? A ton of conservative people were banned, okay, and now they're returning back to the app. So you have conservatives gaining followers, liberals losing followers because the game was always rigged in their favor from the get-go, right? They were totally allowed to be as racist as they wanted, to be as bigoted as they wanted, just towards a certain group of people. It was totally fine, right? AKA being racist towards whites. Totally fine. They're totally okay with that. Or being sexist towards men. Totally great, right? But again, what happens is that now that, you know, Twitter has leveled the playing field, they can't stand it. They move to another app thinking that they could once again be on an app where the playing field is not level, where they have an advantage. And lo and behold, they realize like, oh, this app is even worse than Twitter, right? This app is actually enforcing the rules equally against us, right? So again, This is the left basically realizing the consequences of censorship. You gotta love it. Again, the pendulum always swings the other way in politics, and this is a prime example of that happening. These people that screamed, Twitter's a private company when they were censoring conservatives, they can do what they want to do. Apparently now, Twitter being a private company is the worst thing ever, right? It's a threat to democracy, right? That Elon Musk bought the company and did what he wanted to do with his private company. Isn't it amazing how that works? It's almost as if these people never operated on principle as much as they operated on power, right? They just want power and control. So again, this is why, look, I'm fine with people being as sexist and as racist as they want, right, on the apps, because I don't want any type of censorship, right, like that, right? When you talk about people being racist or whatever, nah, people shouldn't be censored for that. But the type of censorship that Elon Musk is doing that he's not going to get credit for is the most important type of censorship that actually makes sense when we're talking about protecting children, as he has allegedly cleaned out some of the biggest hashtags for child abuse on Twitter. As this person, Eliza, tweets, the 3 biggest hashtags used by child abusers selling child abuse material on Twitter has been virtually eliminated. To all those who aren't aware yet, last week Twitter did a direct reporting option for child exploitation. This was not previously available and was a separate form that wasn't easy to find. I'm grateful for these changes. So yeah, Elon Musk is already working on these things, right? He's already, working on the important stuff and trying to clean up parts of the app that, again, is just, contributing to evil. But again, the left-wing liberal media, they hate the guy, right? They hate the guy. And again, speaking of left-wing liberal media, we have CBS, who also has decided to return back to Twitter after coming out and virtue signaling that they're leaving Twitter over security concerns because Elon Musk was firing too many people. So we're going to leave, right, out of an abundance of caution, just to return back in less than 24 hours because nobody gave a damn about them leaving, right? This is the same news outlet that just realized that the Hunter Biden story was actually real.
And as Republicans take control of the House, Hunter Biden, the president's son, will be a target for investigations. And that means data from a laptop reported to belong to Biden could be crucial to the investigatory process. CBS News has obtained its data not through a third party or political operative, but directly from the source, who told us they provided it to the FBI under subpoena. And we commissioned an independent forensic review to determine its authenticity. Senior investigative correspondent Catherine Harrods joins us now with what we found. Catherine, I'm very interested. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. These House Republican investigations are coming, and that could be a challenge for the White House as we head into 2023 and 2024. The laptop data we had analyzed showed no evidence it was faked or tampered with.
Yeah, so again, the biggest pushers of misinformation / disinformation, they actually thought people gave a damn when they left Twitter, right? When they realized that people don't give a damn, they got back on Twitter. And then they come out with this report confirming that the Hunter Biden story was real after, again, telling us that it wasn't real, that it was just Russian disinformation. Again, this is why these people aren't trusted. This is why they're a joke. And this is why you also have, again, people like Elon Musk calling out the New York Times as boring and far left brainwashing at this point. That's exactly what it is, right? That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, I mean, look, Elon Musk is doing something great here, right? He's making citizen journalism great. He's making free speech great again. I truly do appreciate what the guy is doing here. Obviously, it's not that he's above criticism or anything like that. He's not Jesus. He's not God. But he is the billionaire that the people need right now in order to actually stand up for our fundamental freedoms and rights, or the spirit of those freedoms and rights, right? And the irony here is that the guy wasn't even born an American, right? So it's like, why in the world can some dude from South Africa value these things more than the American left? It's absolutely crazy. Okay, it really is. We're living in a crazy, crazy, crazy timeline, but it is quite entertaining. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.